let's come back to you, Paul, because we left you. You were going off into the army.
Yeah.
So you had a period of time in the army then.
Yeah.
Just bring us up to date to when you met what happened with your career then, and when you to the point where you met Noah.
Yeah, sure. So really enjoyed army life, and as far as I was concerned, I'd found my career at that point. I'd applied to go up to Sandhurst, and I was doing sort of all the things you have to go through to get to that. And I think it was a few months before I was due to start on that course. I think my CEO at the time said, "Oh, there's a diving exped out in Egypt. Do you want to go on it and go survey some ships and whatever?" And I love diving. I love skydiving and scuba diving. They were my two sports in the army. So I said, yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much. I'd love to go on that. Went on the trip, and I'd done loads of diving before, but on this particular trip, on one particular dive, ended up getting a really heavy type 2 decompression illness, so the bends, and went from being on a really nice relaxed dive to coming up to pretty much being a vegetable, and the bend had caused the bubbles to burst all up at the back of my spine, so it caused brain injury in the back. And it pretty much within half an hour stopped me from walking and talking, and that was it. So that ended my army career kind of there and then, and started 2 years of heavy physio to learn to walk and talk again, and then 3 or 4 years after that, sort of perfect it back to where I've got to now. And so that just stopped that completely, and I thought, I'm going to have to reinvent myself again, because the army was not an option anymore. So I started a small business, really enjoyed that, started motorcycle racing to try and replace the adrenaline kind of lifestyle of the armed forces, because it's very hard to go from having a really kind of busy career to being in physio like every single day. And I'd really enjoyed motorbiking, and so as I got better, I started to pick up biking, got into bike racing, got good at that, started competing, got good at that, so started teaching. And sort of motorcycles and running my own business became kind of my new focus in life, up until the day I ride out with my partner, not even racing. I had a bit of a disagreement with a Ford Transit, and came away with it without my right leg. And so that was kind of, it was 1 minute I had a right leg, and the next minute I didn't have a right leg. And that was about a week away from when Noah was busy doing his jump. I was being an idiot and losing my leg somewhere over in Wales. So, and again, same sort of thing. It was life changing, kind of in an instant. And right, okay, here we go. This has happened, and eventually, I got in touch with Team BRIT because I was desperate to do some sort of motorsport. The surgeon said motorcycling was out. There was no real sense in getting back on a bike with this kind of new stunt that was very delicate. So I found Team BRIT through the army. Someone had heard of them, wrote to them and said, "Can I come and get involved?" And they said, "As soon as you're ready, come along, get in a car, and we'll have a look at you." So that was that.
Wow.